The logos of Disability Network Eastern Michigan and SMART appear on the screen.
Welcome back to Disability Network Eastern Michigan YouTube channel. In the second installment of my interview with SMART, we will learn more about SMART's ridership rules. Once you qualify for SMART paratransit services, what are the next steps? Like, what are the rules, for example?
That's great. Great question. So once we make that determination of what services are applicable for everybody, right? We're looking at, a paratransit service. We have a community-based service too. We also have Flex, our Flex service. The reason that I mentioned all three of those is eligibility has a little different avenues, right? You may live in an ADA service area from your home, but maybe where you're traveling is not. So what we do within our department, within our organization, is look at what your trip needs are on an individual basis. And so one of the things, next steps, is we are working with you or as an applicant to know how to get from your home to your common destinations. And that could be involving Jim and his department. It could be involving our community levels, and just giving the proper education. One of those that you mentioned is rules, right? So we do have a ridership rule. It's called SMART's Rider Guidelines. We make that accessible not only through our website, but when somebody applies, we're giving them that. And what it outlines is when reservations can be made, how reservations can be made. It outlines the services that we've just been talking about. And then some basic rules for riding, right? When not to yell at the driver, what to expect from other passengers, bringing, strollers, walkers, things on, even for yourself. What we'll do in those scenarios, those are all outlined in those rider guidelines.
What would I expect if I make a 1 o'clock pickup time?
Oh, yeah, good question. So we allow paratransit riders to book ADA trips, as we refer to them, up to 14 calendar days in advance. So when you are either calling or emailing, right, to request that ride, because we do allow alternative methods of requesting rides, we're going to ask you the same basic questions, right? What is the date of your trip? We'll usually confirm it with the day, because sometimes there's some confusion between the day and the date. We want to make sure that we're picking you up on the right day. We're going to ask the time you need to be at a location. Right? The reason that this is important is we're committed to making sure that we're meeting your needs. So if you have to be at work, if you have to be at an appointment at a certain time, we want to make sure that within our scheduling system and that our drivers and dispatchers know, you have to be here by a certain time. That's our commitment to you. So we'll ask you, what time do you have to be at a location? There are some people who say, like, I can't leave my house before 8 for some reason, and they'll ask for an alternative. We'll work with you on that. Then we'll ask for the address of the starting location where you're being picked up. It's not always your home, as we know. And so we ask for that address. We ask for the address of your location. We'll also ask you what the name of that business is. And I know some people get hesitant of, maybe why are we asking that? We do it a lot for driver safety and efficiency. If you can picture driving down Telegraph at 50 miles an hour, and a driver trying to read an address of, let's say, Tim Hortons. I've been to Tim Hortons and I don't know where the address is showing. Imagine a driver trying to do that and still maintain a safe vehicle. So by asking for the business name, it allows them to navigate the road in a safe manner and ensure you're getting to your destination. So we'll ask, what's the name of the business? What's the name of the building? And that's really what that information's for. We do provide assistance looking that information up, but we do look for the riders to be able to confirm it to ensure you are going to the right location. From that, we'll ask what mobility devices are being used, and we'll provide the fare information. And then either at the time of booking or if our scheduling team needs to work on the trip, they'll tell you how to obtain your trip times. The day of, you're going to go off of that pickup window that we've given you. It's a 30-minute window. Riders should be ready and able to board the vehicle at the beginning of that window. The vehicle will show up within that 30 minutes, but really for scheduling efficiency, when we arrive, we're going to make sure you're ready to go and we keep things flowing. If there's questions the day of, we have a dispatch center that is available at all time services on the road that can answer any questions, provide assistance. Those two departments and the rider, along with the drivers, really make things flow in that sense. You want to talk about the Flex side?
So Flex is largely an on-demand service. So you can book one of two ways. Much like Uber or Lyft type platform, you can download an app through either the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Create your account, set up your payment method, whether you're paying with a credit card or Dart Pass. It is a cashless system, so drivers do not accept cash. And from there, much like any of those other apps, you set your origin and destination location. It'll give you a proposal for a trip. You either accept that or don't accept it if it doesn't meet your needs. And then you can, what else? I'm trying to think here. You
can track the vehicle.
Yes,
in real
you can
time.
track the vehicle in real time. Basically, you can watch on a map where that vehicle is. So as it approaches, okay, hey, I need to get outside or be ready for once it arrives. When it does arrive, they give you 2 minutes to go outside and tell the driver that you're ready to board now. I guess I should add, for riders with disabilities, there is a process where your account has to have a concession added to the account in order to make it a curb-to-curb service versus a corner-to-corner service. Technically, Flex is a corner-to-corner service, but with that concession, by emailing a red, white, and blue Medicare card to us, or if you're already approved as an ADA rider or a paratransit rider, we can get that concession added, and basically that makes it a corner-to-corner service at half the fare rate of
curb-to-curb service.
Curb-to-curb service.
Yes.
Instead of corner-to-corner, and it'd be half the rate of our normal fares.
Yeah.
What if a rider wants to bring a guest, or what if they need a caregiver with them? How does that work?
So for the paratransit side, riders are eligible for a PCA, personal care attendant, which it comes at no additional charge. Personal care attendants come in all walks of life, right? So, I know one of the questions I'm always asked is, my personal care attendant is in a wheelchair. Is that acceptable? The answer is yes, absolutely. Personal care attendants, again, do a lot of different tasks for individuals. And that means that they may be coming in those different varieties. And we welcome all of that. You tell the scheduler at the time of booking, I'm going to bring a personal care attendant, and we'll make sure there's spots for it. On the guest side, paratransit riders are entitled to one guest, right? So in essence, going into a trip, you could have 3 people going with you. Additional guests are always based on our capacity. We do our best to allow more guests that if you need it and we can accommodate it. Guests do pay the same fare as the rider. The personal care attendant's the one that's riding for free. Again, all the rider has to do is just make mention at the time of booking, I'm going to be riding with a personal care attendant and one guest, or can I bring more guests? On the Flex side, it's done a little bit different.
Yeah, Flex does not have a spot like a free rider essentially for a PCA. It is where each individual rider would be accounted, and each person does pay the fare for that ride.
For more information on SMART, visit their website at www.smartbus.org.
Thanks for watching. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. For more information about us, visit our website at www.dnemichigan.org.